Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Distant Lands. And in today's episode, we are finally going to get to some building. So without further ado, it is about time that we started to build our starter base, which is going to be in this footprint here. Kind of this horseshoe-shaped house that we're going to build today. I have started to gather up some of the materials that is going to be required for this build, and we are going to be jumping basically right on into this. The idea for this house is just to kind of give me a place to kind of actually work out of that's larger than that little hut over there that I've been living out of since the beginning of the season. And we have been on the server now for about a month, and I think it is about time for me to move into somewhere. Especially since I have just gotten word that probably for the next episode, we are going to be going to fight I believe, the dragon. So we need to get prepared. We need to have a base of operations. I need to get some things together. I need to do some more villager trading to get some better gear and some better weapons. For that, I also need to go to the nether. I'd like to get some netherite gear for that battle as well. So fingers crossed that we can start working on all that, maybe a little bit more of that in today's episode. If we can, we're going to go to the nether to get some netherite and start making our netherite gear and maybe doing some trim upgrades and stuff like that. But without any further ado, let's just dive right on in to building this house. Back, the house is completed, and I look a little different. I went and I did a whole bunch of nether mining, and I'll go show you where I did that shortly. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this new house. I got all my nether gear though. I got a I got a pickaxe, a sword, and I also got a full set of netherite armors. But that's not what you guys are all here to see. You guys are here to see the finished house. And I forgot to record a little bit of the building process, so you guys probably only got to see some of it. But here you go. This is what it looks like. It's not detailed yet. It doesn't have all the exterior details. The interior is not done, but the overall structure itself is completed, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out really well. There's lots of space in here. It's a lot of interior space, and I think it's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that it's going to turn out really nice once it's all said and done. And in today's episode, I think I'm going to dig out the basement, so this is going to be the next part. I haven't designed the basement yet, so I'm going to kind of just freehand it. We're going to dig down, we're going to add a staircase coming down from both sides, which is going to go out into kind of like this courtyard area, and we are going to start building our kind of like underground storage area where our main kind of like basing stuff is actually going to happen. This is kind of all just kind of like aesthetics, and it's going to have a bedroom over there, a little bit of a library over here. It's going to have like some of the like different crafting benches and like utility benches here, and then a lot of like the smelting stuff over here. And I've kind of worked a lot of that out in creative already, but still kind of twerking with the design. I'm quite happy with how it's turning out so far though. So yeah, so I guess real quick, I will go and show you guys all the mining that has been done in the nether to acquire all of this netherite gear. So everyone, welcome to the nether mines, where you guys can see I've been doing a lot of mining. I got myself a little respawn anchor here. But if we took a look at the mini-map here, you can see that there is tons and tons of mining that's been done. All of this stuff over here was kind of done by Dova. This area here, this is how I started mining, but Dova seemed to have been getting a lot more results with this style, so I kind of switched to that. So I've been doing all of these tunnels. So all these tunnels are probably a few hundred blocks long. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them. And that's how I acquired enough to make, I think, 7 netherite ingots, or 6 netherite ingots, I think, is what I got. So 4, 5, 6, and then I had one netherite piece before that, just from doing mining in the nether from other things. I found enough ancient debris to do that stuff. So this is kind of just the mines. Yeah, getting netherite, not so fun anymore, especially with all the new crafting recipes and all that. But that's enough of the nether. Let's jump back into the overworld and we can get started on moving our supplies into our new house. And we are back in the overworld. We've got all the villagers trying to get into my nice, brand new, beautiful house. And since you guys were last seeing me on screen, I have built the basement. So I've got everything moved in. And I have designed a little bit of a basement area. I'm not still 100% sold on the floor yet, but you can see we've got this large, nice big storage area. I've also kind of done like a little bit of a map overview of our base. We can see spawn from here. We can see our entire base from here. And yeah, as you can see, there's still lots of room for expansion from all the chests that are here. And I've even got this cool little redstone door here, which I can open and close from the inside here. Or if I want, I can even use this little fancy little key card here. Go ahead and close on up the door, and if I take this guy out, we cannot open the door. So, neat little door thing that I have here, but I don't know why I really have that much. I think I can trust the guys on the server enough, but, you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. So now that we're moved out of the base here in the little basement area that I had this really bad setup down here before, and we've now, like, I guess redone it, and everything is up to snuff. We've got our proper villager curing station built, and I've been using that to cure up all the villagers. And the way that it works is just, you know, this guy goes up, gets infected here, he comes over here, he gets parked right over here by this bed. I throw a potion at him, give him a golden apple. Once he's cured, he gets sent out, and then he gets thrown back onto this track here. And then we can send him back up to the villager trading hall, which is just up here, hidden behind this door. Nice and simple, so that when I'm not using it, I can just close it up. And then we have ourselves our villager trading area. And I've also gotten some new enchants. We finally got ourselves an Unbreaking 3 villager and an Efficiency 5 villager. So all these guys have all been cured up, ready to go. We're going to get a couple more villagers in here, probably a mason and probably an armorist. Because this guy here now sells us what we need, like axes and pickaxes, so we're not having to spend diamonds on those anymore, which is awfully nice. But other than that, there's only one other thing that I need to show you guys, and that is our fancy new iron farm. But actually, I don't think I've shown you guys this yet either. We also just have a bee farm in here. Tons of honeycomb. Probably going to switch to honey bottles some way so I can get honey blocks. But yeah, that is just another one of the contraptions that I built. But let's go check out the iron farm. Welcome to the bamboo and iron farm. I placed all this bamboo around just to get rid of any potential spawning areas for the iron golems that aren't supposed to be up here, but could potentially spawn up here. And if we head on down here, we have just a simple little killing chamber and collection system down in here. And as you can see, produces quite a bit of iron, and I've got quite a lot of blocks in there. I've been doing a lot of AFKing here overnights and stuff like that, just to kind of build a supply. But for just so that anybody doesn't know how this works, basically there are villagers in all four corners of this farm. If I can navigate through the bamboo, see if I can do this. Yep, there we go. And in each corner we have ourselves a zombie villager, and we also have I think 3 villagers. Yeah, 3 villagers in each. So we have a total of 12 villagers and 4 zombies. And that I guess creates another village over here. And basically, iron golems spawn in the middle. They get pushed down the water stuff here down into that 3x3 hole. They fall. They get cooked by lava, and I get the remains. And it works really well. I've basically got enough iron to supply the entire server now. Given some to Corbin, I've given some to Dova, and they appreciate it. And the next thing I think I'm planning on building, which we might do in the next episode or next couple of episodes, is I need to build a mob farm. Because like I said, in the next episode, we are going to be fighting the Ender Dragon, which means we're going to get elytras, which means we're going to need to make rockets, which means I'm probably going to need to make a better sugarcane farm. I'm going to need to get a better source of gunpowder, which the mob farm will provide. And with all those things done, we should be good. And we're definitely going to share all these things with our fellow gamers here, and we're going to utilize these farms together. But I think with that being said, that's probably going to have to do it for today's episode, everybody. I'm so glad that I got all this done. We got the house completed. We've got the new basement storage area. We're moved out of over there. We've got the villager situation all finally finalized and working. We've got an iron farm, and in the next episode we are going to be fighting the ender dragon. I'd also like to try and fight the wither, because now that I've got efficiency 5, will be able to start insta mining if I can get a haste 2 beacon. And now that the iron farm is there, I have enough to make a full beacon tower as well. So with all that being said, thank you guys also very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave it a like. Comment what you guys think about the build so far and how the village is going, and we will see you guys all in the next episode, where we are going to fight the ender dragon and get some shulker boxes. So with that all being said, thank you guys all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys all in the next episode.